I had no interest in watching Tahiry's interview with Jason Lee. Jason Lee's my friend. I adore him. I love him. But I had no interest in watching that. Like, I don't really care to listen to or entertain people who I know lie. So after the interview was released, some of my friends were reaching out saying, yo, she's talking about you in this interview. Like, check it out. So I'm like, what in hell? I go over there to listen, and I just want to clarify some things that were not mentioned. The first thing is, when it comes to Love and Hip Hop, I'm so sick and tired of people who are either coming back on the show or going to get on the show or whatever, using me as an ally on the show as like, oh yeah, me and Jonathan, we cool, we're friends. Hell yeah, we cool, we're friends. When it's always the people who I never hear from. I don't know these people, basically. But they need a friend on the show. They need an ally on the show. I'm clearly a great ally to have because I'm a guy, so you don't have to compete with me. I'm a great listener, so you get to just talk, and batter my ears with your banter and your baloney. So great. And I'm friends with everybody. So it just, if you come in and you say that you're my friend, then boom, it instantly puts you in all the circles and all the scenes with all the girls because guess what? We're friends. So the first thing is she said that she felt like I was betraying her because we were friends. We hang out off camera. We hung out a couple of times, and I was always clear about that. And then she said that when the cameras were rolling, because I do the most for the cameras and stuff, and when the cameras were rolling, I was acting like I didn't know who she was. That's not the case. I never did that. And that specific scene that she was talking about, where she spiraled out of control, because she spiraled, you guys saw a fragment of it, and the fragment actually worked in her favor. For those who are asking, I'm talking about Tahiry Jose, the huge phenomenon and the huge star, the huge celebrity. Tahiry Jose, that's what I'm talking about. And so the scene that you guys watched, you have to remember these scenes, like, they take hours to film, and you guys get to see a small fragment of them. And the fragment that you guys saw actually worked in her favor. So at that point, I already knew that she had a non-benign cyst because she had already told me. Later on, she says she doesn't know what she has. She has to have all these exams or whatever. We'll talk about that in a minute. So she's like losing it, spiraling. It was like she had all this stuff to say. She wanted me to say it. I'm not gonna say it. That's your problem. That's you handle that, man. You do your stuff. But I don't have a loyalty to anyone. I'm a person who I speak on the truth. What I'm watching and what I'm seeing is what I'm reacting to and what I'm talking about. So for you to sit here on this interview with Jason Lee where you're unraveling and talking about so many things, you're a victim to me, you're a victim to Vado, you're a victim to Joe, but you're a victim to so many people. And it's like, at what point, huge star that you are, Tahiry Jose, at what point are you going to take accountability? Because you use what the cameras capture in your favor. What the world didn't see, and what none of you guys saw, what nobody saw, is one, she is a person who assaults people. My reaction is to diffuse situations with comedy. If you watch me throughout the years, I diffuse stuff with comedy. I try to do like a mentor. Her instant reaction is to hit and get aggressive and yeah. So what you guys never saw was, first, that same day, she assaulted not one, not two, but 3 male crew members from the show with her purse. She assaulted them physically. Later, and when I addressed her about it, she kept, oh, I don't remember, I blacked out. Don't bring that up to me because I don't remember putting my... This is her excuse. She blacked out. She doesn't remember. She doesn't recall putting her hands on those men. Then, I'm good. Then I go to have a conversation with her, and I'm thinking, you know what? Let's put this behind us. You are clearly upset. I'm upset with you because you wanted to throw this whole thing on me. You wanted to come on the show as like, so maybe I might get back with Joe, maybe I'm not. And when Joe was not interested, you spun it around like, oh, no, that wasn't my intention. That was all Jonathan's doing. Jonathan made that whole thing up. I didn't even give. You told me something and I was drunk, and I didn't even go back and relay the message. Somebody else did. So I go and I meet with her. Now remember, I've seen her with my eyes this same season, within the same month, physically assault 3 men who work on the show. I go and have a conversation with her, and I'm thinking, you know what? At the end of the day, you could talk to anyone about anything. So, you're upset, girl? Let's talk. What's up? Hey, girl. As soon as I get this, you must have an obsession with me, because let me tell you something. Going like this in my face, snuffing me. Going like that. Let me tell you something, because you need to have hands put on you. That's what you need. That's what you need. This, again, with the violence and stuff. And I'm looking at her. I'm stepping back, and I'm like, you're being very aggressive. You're being very aggressive. I've never put my hands on a woman, so you need to back up, because I won't be able to defend myself against you. Please, back up and get out of my face. So I look over to the producers of the show, and they had to rush in, and security had to rush in and basically peel her back up off of me. That makes me the fourth man that she was aggressive towards. Now, I'm not here to defend anybody. I'm not. Everybody's story is everybody's story. Nobody was there but her and the people that she is accusing. What I do know is, when I have seen her be aggressive towards men, and had I blacked out and retaliated and been physical with her the way that she was physical with me, she would have opened up this phone, turned on her front-facing camera, opened up this application of Instagram and say, Jonathan attacked me, I'm another victim to another man, I've been beat. But I wasn't raised like that. My mom said, always taught me, you run the other way if you have to, if a woman is aggressive towards you. And that was what I chose to do. I looked over at the producers and I said, y'all need to come and take this lady off of me. Get her out of here. Still, I diffused the situation, and I never spoke up, and I never spoke out about it, because I'm like, whatever, that's a part of my past. And if you can't tell, because she wants to put it out there like I'm in everybody's business and stuff, I stayed out of it. So, ma'am, why you keep doing interviews talking about me? Leave me out of it. Leave me out of it. I don't want to be involved in none of y'all people's. I'm in my own place of sanity. I don't even post on Instagram anymore. So for you to utilize that opportunity to try to throw dirt on me or so, whatever. Let's be clear, you and I were never best friends, ma'am. You knew you wanted to come back on Love and Hip Hop, so you showed back up in my life. And me, stupidly, received you with open arms like I do to everybody. Only so that they can turn around on the show and say, he's a bad friend, you see, he picked a side. Relax. Y'all need to chill out. You need to hold yourself accountable, lady, for your actions as well. And I'm not doing this to say anybody deserves to get hands put on, but it is a very different message to say I was beating on a man and he retaliated against me than to say I was abused by men. It is two very different things, and everybody handles things the way that they handle it. I grew up being bullied and hit and everything, and you can't get in my face, Tahiry, assaulting me like this, pushing me and all that, and then get upset if I were to have retaliated. I didn't retaliate. I called the producers, they came in and security pulled her off. But I did also see you, Tahiry, hit crew members like you were in my face hitting me. So stop mentioning me, because I had no desires of having this conversation. I never talk about you. I don't think about you. I don't do anything about you. Stop mentioning me, because every time you mention me with lies, I'm going to come on here and speak the truth. That's it. I want everybody to have a blessed day. I just felt like, you know what, this is really ridiculous that people are literally texting me like, yo, what is this girl mentioning you for? I don't care. I don't know. We were never that cool, ma'am. Ma'am, we were never that cool. It was never that serious. Like, people gotta own their... When I do something wrong, I'm like, okay, you know what? I messed up. She was upset because I called her an imbecile in a confessional. Apparently, I called her an imbecile. That's okay. But I only called her an imbecile in response to her calling me stupid on the show. So who cares? It was that serious? It was that serious. Me calling you an imbecile was serious enough for you to, on national television, go and get in my face and tell me I need hands put on me and start with the hands and the mushing and all that. People don't deal with that the same. And had I defended myself and had I mushed her back, the story would have been spun. Jonathan assaulted me and this and that. You can't keep doing that, bro. Grow up, like, and again, I'm not here defending anybody. I do not know what happened, and I do not care. I'm here speaking because I was spoken about. So since there's fragments of the conversation going on, I wanted to give you all the full conversation because there was so much that was omitted that you guys did not see, and you guys never got to see her assault 4 men that I saw, me being one of them. So now you guys know the full truth, and you can do with it whatever you like, but leave my name out of your mouth. Go and eat an apple somewhere. Leave me be, ma'am. We're good. I'm not thinking about you. And if I'm being fully honest, and I swear on my father's grave, if I'm being fully honest, I wish this girl healing. I wish her happiness. I wish her success, blessings, everything. I don't wish any harm or ill will. I just do not understand why this is the second interview that I watch you do where you're speaking about me. Don't get it. Eat your apples and move on. So, you know, that's just what not an apple. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to clarify that because I watched it and I'm like, this is some baloney if I've ever seen it. And it's just, this isn't the climate where I feel like black and brown men are already seen as aggressors. And I don't think that this is a climate for anybody to poke and poke and poke and poke and poke and poke and poke black and brown men. And when they retaliate, you cry, I'm a victim. He is an assailant and I am a victim. We can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that to sway the story in our favor and continue to perpetuate black and brown men as aggressors. You can't keep doing that, bro. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. All right, well, I just want to come on here and say that